As a child, myself and many of my friends, we were coming from single parent homes, and some of us actually came from homes in which we were raised by grandparents and or godparents like myself. So school for me was a safe haven. It was truly a safe haven. I remember in the seventh grade at the age of 12, my godmother who raised me passed away on March the 11th. And that was a Wednesday. And she passed first thing in the morning. And I knew that I still wanted to go to school that same day. And I wanted to go to school that same day because I knew that school was that safe haven. I just lost the most important person in my life. And in order for me to make it through that day, I just wanted to refocus by going back to school. So school for me was truly a safe haven. That's where I had friends and teachers I can confide in, just a support system, not having both my biological mother and father at the time. So poverty creates some strong challenges in the school. One thing that's evident regarding poverty in schools is the fact that a lot of the basic needs of our students are not met on a daily basis. So in order for us to get to the academic part of teaching and learning, in which should happen at the school, we have to actually get to the point where we can identify and really feed a lot of those Maslow's basic needs. And the first thing being security, making sure that we have a place that's safe, making sure that we're able to provide the children with the nutrition that they need. A lot of our children come to school hungry, not having had dinner the night before, maybe not even seeing their parents the night before. So as a principal of a school that faces so many external challenges that feed into the campus, that deals with nutrition to socio-emotional needs of a campus, really trying to focus on how can I bring resources into the school that will allow for us to really hit those areas that are traditionally not the school's responsibility, but knowing that we have to really address those needs in order for our school to excel academically. Creating expectation really begins with the teachers. So as principal, it's my role to really educate and provide my teachers with the necessary tools and resources that they need to be successful on a campus such as Dunbar. I want my teachers to understand that they have a purpose greater than just the actual state of Texas exam, the STAR test. We have to really close a lot of gaps that a lot of children are coming to school with. So I put a lot of resources into my early childhood program here. So we have a pre-K program for 4-year-olds and really trying to strengthen our pre-K program and kinder programs so that we can begin to create a campus that has some academic sustainability by giving them a strong foundation in the very beginning. So when they get to 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade, where they're actually assessed by the STAR exam, they're not starting from ground zero. So we really have to work hard as a campus to really focus on closing academic gaps, as well as getting the team of teachers that understand that their role as a teacher here on the campus has to go far beyond just the normal 8-hour shift and just the basic reading, writing, and arithmetic. Some of the things that we do to stay on top of the academic deficits are monitoring, progress monitoring the data on a consistent basis, ensuring that our curriculum that we're teaching here on the campus aligns with the state curriculum, as well as the district scope and sequence. So when we receive assessments or have to administer assessments from the district, we want to make sure that we put our students in a position where they can be successful because the information that we've taught them aligns with the district curriculum. When addressing the issue of data and how we progress monitor it, every Wednesday our instructional coaches, administrators, as well as the teachers for the content area meet, and we have what are called professional learning communities or PLC meetings, in which we actually look at the data from the most recent common assessment. So during those PLC meetings, we identify those standards that are low standards, identify the standards in relation to the state assessment, and really come up with some strategic plans to reteach those standards and also reassess those standards so that we can make sure that after we retaught the material, that the students actually learned the material. When you're dealing with a campus that has a high poverty rate, a very high economically disadvantaged rate, there are certain things that you can do as a campus to really get your students to start thinking beyond just their immediate community. Unfortunately, when I was growing up, I never learned anything about college pretty much until my senior year of high school. And when I was in elementary school, just like Dunbar, they never taught us about college. They never talked about to us what we could do once we graduated from high school. So I always made a pact to myself as principal that if I ever became an elementary school principal, I will make sure that I talk to my students about college, refer to them as scholars, make sure that they see college pennants around the campus, because no one ever talked to myself nor my friends about college in elementary school. Taking in consideration all of the economic, academic, and social issues that we have, I am still quite optimistic about the future of Dunbar in the community. I'm optimistic because I see Dunbar within the next 4 to 5 years, even if I'm not here, being able to get back to the glory days in which it once had. Because I'm looking at my lower grade levels and I'm saying, this is your sustainability. Your pre-K, your kinder, your first graders, that's your sustainability for your campus. If they're getting those needs and their academic needs addressed, they're going to be able to succeed years down the road, even when you're gone. So I'm really optimistic about the academic success of Dunbar in the future.